During my years with the LAPD, I saw firsthand how a moment of impatience behind the wheel can quickly escalate into an arrest. The video you're about to watch is a clear illustration of that reality.
I'm good. I just live across the street, so I'm okay.
So what happened, Miss Bobet?
I was standing over there and I was going to come across the street and the car was coming, so I blew my whistle, put my sign out, and she just come flying up to the stop, and she went through the, like over the, not the crosswalk sign, but the white, and I went, stop. I said, it's 20 miles an hour through here. And she goes, get out of my way. And I started walking, she started to go. Well, I didn't even have time to get out of the way, and she just kept coming at me, so I put my hands on the car like this, and she just kept pushing, going forward and pushing me. And I was just like, stop. And she just like turned her car and went the other way, went around me. And when she went down, then I was able to see what her license plate number was. Woo!
So did she know she hit you?
Yeah, she came at me, and I put my hands down, and she kept pushing forward, and she hit my legs.
Do you want to pursue charges?
Yeah.
You want to state before?
Definitely. And then she came through, she like hit like my thighs, not hard, but she was like trying to push me out of the way, and I go, stop, and she goes, get out of my way, and she turned and she went around me and took off.
Miss Bobet, do you have a driver's license from Florida or out of Florida?
I'm a Florida.
Can you just, if you saw her again, can you identify her?
I think I could. She was young. She might have been late 20s, early 30s, black. I couldn't tell what her size was.
Do you saw that car coming out from the school?
No, it was coming down Superior Boulevard.
Okay.
No, it didn't come out of the school because I saw her way back there.
Okay.
Yeah, because that's when I gave her plenty of time to see me coming, put my sign up and.
Okay, you know what? You gotta love the cross cars, man. Look, maybe when I'm in like my 70s or 80s, I'm gonna be that guy, right? And something like this happens, I'm gonna be all worked up. Look, it's a hit and run. I suppose misdemeanor, not committing your presence, but it's a hit and run against a pedestrian, right? I mean, she's doing her job, and it's almost like it's an ADW, assault with a deadly weapon, the car being the weapon. But here's what you got, man. You got a full-blown investigation of maybe, right? It's like a battery. It is an ADW. It's kind of like a felony misdemeanor. We call that a wobbler. We don't know, but you know what? You got to love these cross cars. She was just doing her job. And this lady just decides to just gun it and take off. All right, let's see what happens.
Doesn't matter if you had a sign on this or not. The fact that she was yelling at you until you get out of the way means she saw you, and you're a pedestrian, so you have the right of way. And you're clearly marked as a crossing guard. And where were you at when this occurred? Center of the intersection or in the crosswalk?
No, that one, Papa.
Well,
I was in the crosswalk.
You were in the crosswalk.
I was just coming out into the crosswalk, and she came flying up and. So I'd say I was probably 5 feet out into the crosswalk already.
I'm just going to take a picture of you so we can see what you're wearing. And that's your sign and stuff over there?
Yeah.
They're at court here at 9 o'clock too, so.
Zoom?
If you could describe her the best you can.
She said it was a white car, right? She see if I can pull the camera. Say white, what?
It's a white Toyota 4.
Let me go here. I don't have my computer with me.
Last week I took a very similar one at the other school, Pinecrest. That person went to jail. If I can identify and find this person, they'll do the same.
Especially coming from that way, because the 20 mile per hour starts all the way down there, and there are multiple crossing guards down that way, so it's not like you don't know they're out here.
It doesn't matter if it's a school zone or not. The fact that you have a person on foot in a crosswalk,
Clearly marked too.
state statute says they have the right of way, regardless.
I agree.
And then to yell at them to get out of the way and then deliberately run into them. But I don't. What time is the last bell for school?
8:35.
That's when the bell rings to be late to school?
We still have parents coming in probably about 8:40.
Oh, so because these lights should be flashing until 9:05.
Yeah.
30 minutes before the first bell and 30 minutes after the last bell.
Yeah, because usually 7:30, like a year before 7:30, it's not, and then right at 7:30 it starts.
You want to prosecute, correct?
Yeah. That's ridiculous.
I agree.
That's ridiculous. I mean, she wouldn't even let me get out of the way. I was trying to get out of the way when I told her to stop, and she just kept coming at me. So I was afraid if I know I can't push the car away, but if I put my hands up, I was afraid she'd knock me over. And then
So you did put your hands on the hood?
Yeah.
Perfect. I want to dust the car for Friday.
I got a witness too.
Yeah, who's witness?
One of the.
If you can find out who they are, give me a statement from them.
She's from the county. The one that come. The one that come.
Which one? What color hair?
A black female. We have a pepper check today.
Yes.
All right. So we're gonna try to find him. Case number for the report. My name and my phone number. Okay.
Thank you.
We'll try to find him. If I can find him, we're going to jail.
You know, big shout out to the deputy sheriff there for doing the follow-up investigations. And that's what's happening a lot, especially in the state of Florida, man. And you know what? I commend you for doing that, where you have the time, right, to further in your investigation. We're going to go ahead and do a follow-up. But you know what? I don't know if it's just me, but don't mess with the cross cars. Me personally, let's get a speed patch to the Gray Bar Motel and hope that we find the suspect.
You said it was a black female, younger?
I'll call you when I get
Yeah, she's
Do you know what she was wearing,
in her,
roughly?
I want to say a white top, but I can't be positive.
You saw her hair? She had braids?
Yeah, she had black. Nope, she had just black hair, and it was just kind of combed, you know, nice. It wasn't braids or anything. It was just short, from what I could tell. Had her bangs combed over.
Right.
That's what she did. She just went right over the line as I was in the crosswalk. And I told her stop. I said, it's 20 miles an hour through here. You gotta stop. And she goes, get out of my way.
I'll go to the school or the house and we'll find out who was driving. If not, I'll follow up.
Let me get that window sim for you.
All right.
I'll call you when it's done, all right?
Okay. Thank you. Alrighty.
I just wonder if she lives in the neighborhood.
She does.
Oh, does she?
She does. Yep. The tag goes back to the neighborhood.
Sheriff's office. Hello.
Yes.
Does somebody live here to drive a white Toyota passenger car? What's her name?
Zayna.
All right. Do you know where she's at or where she's heading?
Work.
Okay. Where's work at?
Can you tell me what's going on?
Yeah,
sir?
she was involved in a traffic accident.
What happened?
I guess she hit somebody with her vehicle and then drove away. So we need to talk to her.
Yeah.
Find out her side of the story.
Okay, yeah. Well, she did try to call me, and she said that whoever the crossing guard is continuously harassed her, like every morning when she's going to work and taking her daughter to school.
Okay.
And I mean, I'm at work, so I was on a call. I mean, I couldn't talk to her, and I said, "Well, what happened?" And she said she jumped in front of her car and tried to like stop her. Okay. And I said, "Well, you probably were either going too fast in a school zone when the kids are trying to cross, or." You know, something happened. I said, and if she jumped in front of your car, I can show you my text messages. I said, you will go to jail. I say, so if she jumped in front of your car, you should have come to a complete stop. I said, and you need to either report her to the school or you need to ask the lady what is her problem if she's harassing you. But I'm working, so I don't know. I'm not there. So you can come in.
Do you have her phone number so we can call her, get her side of the story?
You can come in. You can come in.
The driver, she 45 to school. She advised that she never hit the cross guard. 65, I have a phone number for her. 40732. Last name's Zulu Alpha Yankee November Alpha Hotel. First name or last name.
On a side note, in case you're wondering, the deputy sheriff is using the phonetic alphabet for the military, right? Bravo, Zulu, Foxtrot. I'm not going to give you A through Z. Us cops use the other phonetic alpha, which is Adam, Boy, Charles, David, right? Edward, Frank, etc., etc. And it goes on, right? It's a little different. In case you were wondering, just wanted to let you know.
Hello.
Hi.
So I'm Deputy Snow.
Hi.
I'm assisting with this. So what happened with the phone call?
Okay. She called, and I could tell she was a black woman. She was kind of panicking, and I could see the numbers. I immediately wrote it down when I realized that it was her.
Okay.
I did hear the other woman come in, but she spoke Spanish and told my coworker what she had seen down here. It was one of our parents dropping off a child.
Okay.
And I do understand what she was saying. So I did know something happened, and we sent people out here. So she calls and she says, this happens all the time. She has her 3-year-old in the car, and she has to go to Apaka every day, take the child there. And this woman has done this. She's got it in for her. She's all the time trying to stop her every day for no reason. She hit her car with her stop sign. And so she went around. I said, you didn't hit her with your car? No. She said, yes. She got up and walked away. That's what she told me.
Okay.
And that she's got it in for her. That was it. Strictly not my fault. Didn't do it. She hit my car with her stop sign.
Do you mind filling out a piece of paper, just something, put on paper what you just told me?
Okay. I did, well, it was a note I wrote.
Okay. Yeah, just on our form real quick. See it real quick.
Okay. I forgot. The reason she called, she wanted to cross the crossing guard's name. And I said, you know, they work for the sheriff's department, and she's got the right to stop you. And
So even at the end of the day, if there's no kids or anything, like...
Yeah, and that's what she was saying. Nobody's around, blah, blah, blah.
Well, the crossing guard, like,
said somebody
pedestrian
was
in the crosswalk has right away.
I know, absolutely. I mean, I tried to explain that to her. And from what I understood, she was sitting down because she was hit by the car.
Yeah.
Or that she pushed her with the car or whatever. I don't know.
Well, so the way the statute reads for battery, it's unwanted touch or strike. So it doesn't matter, it doesn't have to be like a hit. Like,
Right.
That could be battery.
Okay, gotcha.
Just
Yeah.
a touch.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, no, I didn't do anything to her. She hit my car with her sign.
yeah. Well, we have her phone number and stuff. We've
Yeah.
talked to her.
Yeah, I
We're
took
gonna
the
talk
phone
to her
number down.
again.
Well, she did give it to me. I said,
Okay.
I'll report this for you. That's what I said.
Can you do me a favor? Can you raise your right hand?
Okay.
You swear that everything in this affidavit is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
All right, I need your signature right here.
Okay, right here.
I've seen that in other videos where they swear you in, and I think I was a little bit critical. You know what? The state of Florida practices that way, and that's fine. That's good. You know what? Me personally, I just don't see the difference between swearing someone in to tell me the truth, nothing but the truth, because that happens in court, right? Look, she is a witness, right, to the statement that was given. What I believe is the lady that was in the car, who happens to be the suspect. So there's these two sides of the story that we're going to try to figure out. But just kind of want to point out that I just don't think it's necessary to do so. But you know what? If that's the practice and the policy of that department, then so be it, man. I'm all for it.
1915 late. Be out at the fairgrounds address. Contact with subject. Hello, Zendaya. Zay. What'd you say? Zayna. Now that I'm here with you, what happened?
So basically, the lady who stopped me for months, I don't know if it's because she has a problem with me or what it is, but every time it's nobody out there, like crossing, because the only time she probably see me is on Thursdays, because that's when I'm off. I take my daughter to school a little later at like 9, but I have to leave early because her school's in the park. Only time she see me is on Thursdays. If it's nobody outside, like it looks empty like that, she will purposely stop me for no reason. And I sit there for a good 5-10 minutes just sitting in my car because there's nobody there. And then she'll let me. So today...
You have dash cam or anything?
No.
No? Okay.
I wish I did. Because I was going to record it, but I was just, I'm not going to do all that because that's a little extra. I'm driving, my baby's in the car, I got my camera, I'm not doing that.
How old's your child?
So I'm not finna speed in the car with my baby. Like, that's one thing I never do.
Well, I'm not here for speeding.
Yeah, I don't speed or anything. But no, it's because she stopped me and she was like, you need to stop, you're speeding. I'm just like, I'm not speeding. I'm going 20 miles per hour. That's speed. So my car's right here, and this is like the line. First she was right here and she told me to stop. Then she walked up to my car and was like this. You need to stop, and I'm just like, why are you in my car? So I backed it up and I put it in the park, and she's walking closer to my car. Every time I try, back up to avoid her, she's coming closer, so I just put my car in park. So she's on this side of my car. My car already been damaged from October, so somebody did.
Right, I can see that's older damage.
Yes, someone did a hit and run on my car. So she was standing like this, trying to point at me. And I'm just like, can you please move? Like, I'm just trying to take my baby to school. Can you please move? She did not move. But mind you, the road over there, like, you can see how big it is. She's literally standing right here on the side of my car. She's literally a step away from the sidewalk. She's standing on my car and hit my car. So what I do, I back in reverse and I speed past her because now you're hitting my car. I'm not doing anything to you. I'm in the car, didn't even get out.
She's hitting it with what?
Her stop sign.
Where?
She hit it like this. She hit it. I don't know if it's any marks, but she hit my car right here, like right here. She hit it with a stop sign.
Okay.
It's like, you need to stop, like hitting my car. So I sped around. No reason for you to stop. I don't know if they have certain hours or not, but you can clearly tell that everybody's in school and nobody's out. It's no kids, no adults, no nothing.
Were the yellow lights still flashing on the lights?
No.
No? They weren't? Well, I'm going to let you know, when I went back through there to talk to her, all the yellow lights were working. And when I was here early, when I was in the area at 7:45, all the lights were on. So they stay on constantly. They don't shut off, turn back on. So before the incident occurred, the lights were working. after the incident occurred, they were still flashing.
Yeah, I was still
So that tells me that they were still flashing when you went through the incident occurred. So for you to tell me that they weren't flashing is false.
Yeah, but I'm saying I was still doing the speed limit.
Okay.
That's twice you said that. We're not here for speeding. We're here to conduct an investigation of a hit and run, right? An ADW, an aggravated battery. It's one of those. And it might be a felony. Now, here's the deal with all this is that, when you don't take accountability, you're not going to admit, she's coming up with this story, and chances are it's not really matching, or it's not adding up to the fact that where you're the suspect, I got a lot of evidence. I got the victim statement, I got a witness statement, and I possibly also have some video surveillance. So there you have it, right?
Okay.
So I was just sitting there. She walked up to my car.
Do you have your ID on you?
Yes, I do. The harassment's been going on for months.
Okay. Why haven't you contacted somebody at the school about that? So what's going to happen now is, based on witness statements and everything, you are going to go to jail for aggravated battery with a motor vehicle. Okay?
Can I put my phone in my...
Yep, we'll let your mom come out and get all that stuff.
Why am I going to jail?
Told you, aggravated battery with a motor vehicle.
But I didn't hit her with my car.
That's not what all the witnesses is saying. Your statement does not match what our independent witness said.
What did the witness say?
The witness said you drove up and you were in the crosswalk.
Now, I know in other videos, this is the part when you put on cuffs, right, and you arrest them. They just go off and lose it, temper tantrum, wailing legs and going off. I can't believe you're arresting me, and resisting arrest, even while in handcuffs and all that. But there's got to be a sense of some accountability on her part, because she's kind of going along with the program. In other words, the situation's not escalating. As a matter of fact, there wasn't really much de-escalation because, again, the deputy sheriffs here are doing a spot-on good job.
Hello, Deputy Sheriff.
Scared.
Yeah, I'll let you know. How do you say it, Zeta?
Yeah.
She's going to go to jail for aggravated battery on a motor vehicle. After speaking with the witnesses and her, it's found that she ran into the crossing guard intentionally with her vehicle. So she'll be going to Lake County Jail. She'll have no bond. She'll have to appear in front of a judge.
God, are you serious, sir? So her word means nothing?
Well, I have the victim's statement. I have an independent witness that told me what they
was the
saw.
crossing guard trying to stop her for if you just...
I have no idea. It doesn't matter. Crossing guard is a pedestrian in the crosswalk. Pedestrians have the right of way in the state of Florida while in the crosswalk. Regardless if they're a crossing guard or just a kid or just some random person, they're in the crosswalk, they have a right of way. So because of that, because the independent witness and what they told me, and then what she told me, and what she told me I can confirm is not true with some of the parts she told me.
If I may add also is, think about the impact it has on all stakeholders, right? The school, the cross guards that are volunteering their time to do this, that could be dangerous, right? And all other innocent bystanders. It's just important for you to obey those laws. Traffic enforcement, especially around school zones, could be dangerous, but more than anything, they're just very vital, okay?
Can I come out?
Absolutely. If you want to talk to her, you can.
Always the white person over the black person. She had witnesses and all that. It was nobody out there. It was only two people, like 3 streets down the road.
Be a lesson learned, Zana, because
Okay,
they might take your license, suspend your car insurance and everything, and it'll be a real bad life with a record. I have to go get Layla, and
the lady been
we don't
harassing
even know
me.
you're going to jail.
But
it's not a good place to be. And
I understand that.
There's no bond,
Maurice,
so I can't even get you out.
If Maurice and Aunt calls my phone, just tell them that tell them what happened. I already told them what happened before. I wasn't speeding,
But it
I
don't
did not
matter.
hit her.
I don't know what happened.
The lady hit my car with a stop sign.
You're lucky that they're nice enough to just let me come out here and talk to you. I don't know what happened. I was not there. But whatever happened, you better let all of this be a learning experience.
The lady's
now
been
you're gonna have
harassing
a record.
The lady's been harassing me for months.
Well, and you should have been done called the police, and you should have been done reported it. Because now it's escalated to this. The judge,
because I'm black. I know that.
Okay, well, you can say all of that in front of the judge.
I know. I'm not talking to nobody else.
Hopefully, you will be able to see a judge in the morning. They will give you a bond. But now you're going to have to spend the night in jail.
You'll probably have to call my job.
But now you got me in a messed up position, because if you don't go to court in the morning, who's going to keep Layla? I'm not going to even be able to go to work?
I told you that I called Terrence. I already told him about the situation. He said he'll get her from school if I couldn't get her.
And I need the information to the job.
Did he take my phone? I don't know.
She says she don't have the phone. Oh, he got it.
It's in the car. It's
you want me to keep the phone?
No. How am I going to call anybody to come get me or anything?
Yeah, but if they gonna have, you ain't gonna be able to just keep the phone.
I understand that. I'm talking about when
they'll allow her to go through the phone and pull and write down phone numbers, and then she can make the phone call. Not off her cell phone, but she'll be able to get phone numbers.
Yeah, so that's why I'm gonna take my phone. That's what.
So you're telling me if Maurice called, do you want to try to give me his phone number so I could call him and tell him what happened?
I mean, I can if he can unlock my phone and just go to the contact. It's in my call log.
The phone number to a couple of people to call them. And
if she's allowing that.
Yeah. Well, just put my face to it.
Is that the only call you need to make?
Yeah.
Wait.
Hello. I'm finna be arrested, so I'm finna give my mom your number.
Well, what?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, sir. She's handcuffed in the back of the car. Police car, and the officers are allowing me to talk to her, and they allow her to call you. What's your phone number, Maurice?
You know, what I will add also is that these officers are, they're being very nice. That's good. That's good. More important than anything is the kids. Got to make arrangements for the kids, pick up, drop off, who's going to watch them, all because of what you did, and you got to own up to that.
Okay. They taking her phone and all of that stuff, so she'll probably be trying to call you collect, but I'm going to text you when I get in the house, so you'll have my number. It's going to be no bond. She had some type of physical altercation with a crossing guard where the lady said she hit her with her car while she was on her way taking Layla to school, so she got no bond for right now, but hopefully she'll go before a judge in the morning and they'll give her a bond so we could try to get her out. So I'm gonna text you real quick so you got my number.
Okay, so some final thoughts. First and foremost, big shout out to Lake County Sheriff's Office, man. Those deputy sheriffs, not only were they professional, but they were very understanding and supportive with the aftermath after getting arrested with the mom and the daughter and all that good stuff. Okay, look, when a crossing guard is in the roadway with the sign up while they're whistleblowing, they have the right of way, okay? Hitting them and driving off and then claiming months of harassment can turn that traffic stop into an aggravated battery charge, okay? And you got a witness that backs the guard. Okay, look, slow down in school zones, okay? Respect the people protecting the kids and own your mistakes. That's how these situations stay simple instead of becoming body cam footage, okay? Hope you learned something. Okay, so Zena was convicted of aggravated battery with a motor vehicle and sentenced to 6 months of probation, along with a requirement to complete an advanced driver improvement course. Okay, so click the like button, push the notification bell. Don't forget to subscribe. Please comment below because guess what? We want to hear from you. If you would like to see me have conversations with other police officers about internal affairs and other law enforcement related topics, go to the Marlon Marrache Show, okay? Thank you for watching and we will see you on the next one.